You are seeking a path that can work for you to be more motivated and bring your life back to a shiny and luxurious lifestyle. And that is why you click on this tutorial. I will tell you that you are at the right place, and your time and money will be in control, and you will get a lot what you think. If you can watch what I will share with you, you will be surprised by how important this is, so kindly watch this.
Expert Richard Pierce helped turn Michael from being homeless to being a millionaire by beating the banks at their own game.
My friend Michael called me in tears. I lost my home. I lost everything. My wife's going to leave me when she finds out. He came over to my house so we could talk. I asked him what happened. I have no idea, he said. But I looked at my retirement fund and there was almost nothing in it. I lost my job. They're taking my house away. I just don't understand. Lucky for him, I knew exactly what happened. Michael was just like most hard-working Americans. He worked hard at his job for over 23 years. He saved his money. He did everything right. But while he was working his fingers to the bone, the banks were secretly eating his money and manipulating the currency. So they got rich while he and you did all the work. Are you ready to discover the real-life conspiracy? Are you ready to finally see why you can never become wealthy, no matter how hard you work, until you follow the step-by-step system that the banks are spending billions just to hide from you? Then brace yourself, because the truth is going to make you incredibly angry. I need you to understand, you will be affected by this act of war against your money, unless you follow a few easy steps to protect your money and walk away wealthy after this engineered market crash. You will lose money. It's safe to say that if you have any amount of savings, it will be close to useless after this crash. And any money you try to earn after that, worthless. Your bank account will shrink by most of its spending power. Every dollar you earn will be worthless as you struggle to survive. And the banking cartels, with the help of the federal government, will drain you for every penny, kill your job, and destroy the housing market just to make an extra buck. Your life is about to become 10 times harder. You'll struggle for every dollar, and watch as a select few enjoy the spoils of this war against you and your money. Millions will lose their jobs. Thousands will go homeless. Your life will never be the same. But your life doesn't have to get worse. In fact, this might be the greatest opportunity of your life. I'm not exaggerating when I say things are about to get as bad as the Great Depression. Hyperinflation is growing rapidly, and it will kill you financially. Guaranteed, unless you take action now. The worst is about to hit. This is not about losing all your money. This is about the money you have losing all its value. Skyrocketing hyperinflation is causing your money to become worthless. This is inevitable. At first, the Fed was printing billions. Then they started printing trillions. 2 trillion, 4 trillion, 6 trillion. That's right, unlimited printing of dollars. Recession, or at worst, a depression. According to the world-renowned economist and investor Peter Schiff, hyperinflation has gone from the worst-case scenario to the most probable scenario. And that means people have to act quickly to protect themselves. The financial crisis will hit everyone, no matter where you live or how old you are. Millions of people will rise up in an angry rage, out of work, fighting to survive. No one will be left unscathed. Millions will be forced to steal, or dig in dumpsters, or worse, just to feed their hungry families. Riots will block the streets. Sound familiar? Lack of adequate police enforcement will allow panic to quickly spiral out of control. Homeless people will starve, living on streets in cardboard boxes. The world as we know it will die. Unless you take action now, you will lose everything. I know, because I've seen it happen firsthand. But once you finally understand how every dollar you've ever earned has been digitally stolen from you, you can finally start collecting the wealth you deserve. But first, let me back up. Why should you listen to me? Why should you trust me when I tell you that the answer to an incredible, never-ending flow of money is as easy as following a few simple steps? I know it's hard to believe, but do you really think the banks and CEOs are actually working hard, or do they just know something you don't? Hi, I'm Richard Pierce. I worked for the CIA. No, I wasn't a secret agent. I was a data analyst in the economics department of the CIA. My job was to track the ups and downs of the market, because crime rates increase when the economy goes down. So the CIA didn't just track the economy, they wanted to predict it. They needed to know the exact moment when a recession or a crash might happen, so they could be ready for the worst-case scenario. And eventually, I got pretty good at seeing the patterns. In fact, I was able to determine the precise moment when a market crash would begin, and all of that knowledge has paid off. Today, I'm a multi-millionaire. I made my first million when I was 35. More importantly, I learned how to protect my money from the dollar-burning cartel. And today, right in this video, I'm going to show you how to create wealth, even during a recession, and actually walk away wealthy. For over 10 years, I've been helping people like Michael and you generate thousands or even millions of dollars in wealth. Protect your wealth from currency manipulators. And finally, live a life of freedom instead of being a wage slave. Are you ready to find out how it's all possible? Are you ready to see what the banks, CEOs, and even the federal government have been spending billions of dollars to hide from you? Then let's get started. I'm going to teach you the 3 rules for wealth creation and protection right here in this video. But before I do, I need to warn you. A catastrophic recession is already starting to explode, and your bank account, house value, investments, and even retirement fund are all about to blow up. I know what you're thinking. Didn't we just get out of a recession? Unfortunately, what we saw in 2008 is nothing like the catastrophic market crash we're going to see now. In fact, the warning signs are already creeping into some markets, and it already looks worse than the Great Depression. How do we know? Because the people in charge are running away. Why did George Soros, Bill Gates, John Legere, Steve Easterbrook, Dejane Thiam, Mike Palmer, and other billionaires resign their roles? What do they know that we don't? It's obvious that the world's wealthiest people are jumping ship. Fortune 500 companies have incredible growth. Billionaires got millions of dollars from President Trump's economic stimulus. And yet, over 1,479 CEOs secretly or quietly resigned. And meanwhile, your bank account is being drained right below your nose. Believe me when I say that this is the biggest wealth swindle the world has ever seen. But don't worry, you don't have to take this lying down. In fact, you can actually walk away from this man-made recession, this engineered market crash, with thousands, if not millions of dollars. Because this crisis has a hidden opportunity for building your wealth, and it's the biggest money-collecting secret in the last 91 years. But how? How is it possible to walk away from a market crash worse than the Great Depression and actually make a profit? Believe it or not, it's a lot easier and more realistic than you think. Because the truth is, more millionaires were created during the Great Depression than any other time since the gold rush in the 1880s. That's right. Economic crashes create millionaires. Of course, most people end up jobless, homeless, or even worse. But if you play your cards right, you can walk away from the current recession with new levels of wealth and money. And that's why you're so lucky. Today, you're going to get access to the step-by-step blueprint for making money and growing your wealth during the currently exploding market crash. Just like the people who became millionaires during the Great Depression, you can turn this market crash into your own secret weapon. Here's the best part. It takes little to no work to start making real money. You can avoid losing everything you've worked so hard to save. And you can become a successful, wealthy person using the same tricks the banks and the dollar-burning cartel are using to rob you blind. Now is the time to get ready for the worst depression the world has ever seen. Because the economic devastation from the COVID-19 crash will be 10 times worse than the 2008 real estate bubble ever was. Do you ever remember a time that was this bad? Most people have little to no savings. More than 50% of the U.S. population are living from paycheck to paycheck. 30% might be left unemployed, unable to pay their bills. Companies are losing money and many are closing their doors for good. Those jobs will not come back. There will be no recovery, no matter what the propped up and 100% fake stock market looks like. Nothing will ever be the same again. We will never go back to the old normal we knew. But there is hope. You don't have to be a victim to their malicious greed. You can protect your money and grow your wealth. I'm here to show you a simple way to do it, and it's a lot easier than you think. In fact, I'm sharing some of my $1 million tips with you in just a moment. First, let me show you how it's possible to predict the future of the economy and make money-generating decisions based on those predictions. K-Waves, the economic secret to predicting the market's future that landed a genius in jail. Let me tell you about this genius who first identified the market crash pattern you're about to suffer from, which he predicted almost 100 years ago. Nikolai Kondratyev was the first to recognize that our global markets go through waves of growth and depression. He called it K-Waves. Of course, what he discovered was no accident. The people in power want these K-Waves to happen. Why? Because it's the perfect way to manipulate the market and steal your money's value, putting all of your wealth into their pockets. So it's no surprise that he was thrown in prison and executed for exposing the truth. And your money's value is about to be stolen. But here's the good news. You don't have to be a victim. You can take action today to start protecting your money's value and creating even more wealth. With a few simple step-by-step instructions that you're about to unlock right here, get the 3 rules for wealth creation and protection right in this video. Right now, if you're like 99% of Americans, you're struggling. Your wages are shrinking up, you haven't had a real raise in years, and life just keeps getting more expensive. The American dream seems like a joke, and all you have is debt, bills, and the fear of a complete economic collapse. And no matter what you do, no matter how hard you work, you can't provide a good life for yourself and your family. So I'm going to help you right here. These are the 3 new rules for wealth creation and protection. Please pay close attention, because the only way to save yourself from the next economic collapse is to follow these steps exactly. Rule number 1, stop relying on bad sources, aka Russian communists. Right now, most Americans are unknowingly relying on communist-era ideas about the economy. For example, the idea that market crashes are inherently bad is actually a part of the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx. The truth is, you cannot gain wealth if the economy never has ups and downs. Now, Marx didn't think that people should even have money, much less millions of dollars. But no matter what they tell you, the truth is that we need ups and downs in the market. It's the only way to create wealth. You just have to get access to the right information. Rule number 2, use the ups and downs to your advantage by tracking the K-waves. K-waves are the secret to tracking the ups and downs in the economy. It's the exact tool I used when I was in the CIA. And here's the really amazing thing. You don't have to be an economics expert to understand and use them. In fact, they're very simple. You just need the right tools to see what's coming and how to use your money for the greatest possible investment. Rule number 3, stop being a victim and start being a success story. For most of your life, you have suffered. Every single time the economy crashed, you lost. You lost your job. You lost your savings. Maybe you even lost your home. Even if you got to keep your job, you ended up with less money in the bank and less spending power than you had 20 or 30 years ago. Why? Because you've been a victim of the ups and downs in the market. Not anymore. Today, you're going to take control and become the wealth-creating success story you deserve to be. Even if you only have $100 in the bank, you can start turning it into thousands of dollars and eventually make your first million. Now, it won't happen overnight. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme that tricks you into joining some kind of pyramid scam, you can leave this page right now. My goal is to teach you the secrets of wealth creation that the banks are trying so hard to keep from you, so you can finally beat them at their own game and create real wealth, even during a catastrophic recession. I put together a step-by-step blueprint for collecting money during a recession and walking away wealthy. And Michael used it to go from being homeless to being a millionaire. He even found a new wife. Michael was right. His wife did leave him when she found out he went broke. Even though he did everything right, the big banks and the Fed conspired against him to throw him into poverty. He lost everything: his job, his retirement fund, his savings, his house, and his wife. It was unfair, but that's life. The good news? He didn't give up. Instead, he came to me and begged for help. He wasn't looking for a handout. He wasn't asking me for cash, even though I knew I could have easily given him a few $1,000s right on the spot. Instead, he manned up. He asked for help turning himself into a self-made millionaire. So I was happy to put together a guide for him. It started off as a small document, but it quickly turned into an easy, done-for-you system that can help anyone go from poverty to real life-changing wealth. Not just a little bit of wealth. I'm talking about day job quitting, never working again kind of money. The kind of wealth that keeps you and your kids and your grandkids comfy and cozy for life. For Michael, he ended up with 10 times more wealth than he had before he lost his house. And it happened in just a few years, not decades of working and saving like most people do. Imagine not having to work for every dollar you make, and instead watching it pour into your bank account automatically. Imagine waking up in your dream home just a few years from now without having to sacrifice your happiness and freedom to get it. Imagine discovering your true passion, living a life of purpose and meaning, instead of having to work for someone else and being trapped in the daily grind of your 9-to-5 job. Michael even met a new woman, the true love of his life, a woman who would do anything for him. And she didn't even know he was a millionaire when they met. Now that's true love. He's even grateful for the market crash, because it allowed him to change his life and start living a wealthy, luxurious lifestyle with the woman of his dreams. And even though I charge my one-on-one clients over $1,000 an hour to give them this kind of advice, Michael urged me to share it with the world. I gave Michael the secret to creating real wealth during a job-killing recession, and he begged me to share it with you. Some of my clients might get a little annoyed. I've been helping millionaires grow their money and protect their wealth for a long time, and usually people pay me over $1,000 an hour for that kind of advice. But Michael put it best when he said everyone deserves a chance to live a comfortable, safe, wealthy life. So I won't be asking you for $1,000 today. In fact, I put all of these wealth-creating secrets into one easy step-by-step system that anyone can download. And it will help you start changing your life tonight. The next recession is already starting. COVID-19 has made it even worse, and the banks, the Fed, and the world CEOs are laughing about it. 99% of people suffer during a market crash, but a fraction of people, just 1%, will actually make more money because of it. They'll take all the money that's being drained from your bank account and multiply their wealth. Which side do you want to be on? The side making all the money, or the side that just sits back and suffers? It's up to you. And I don't want to sound like I don't care about you, because honestly, I wish everyone would take the brain-dead, simple step-by-step blueprint that turns everyday people into wealth-creating success stories. But most people won't. Most people will act like sheep and accept the loss of thousands or even millions of dollars. Most people will let the banks and the Fed destroy their money. And I hope you're not the next victim, but it's 100% your choice. My Recession Profit Secrets gives you everything you need to understand exactly how the Fed and the big banks are working to trick you into giving them all of your wealth so you can beat them at their own game. Turn your burning dollars into real wealth that actually grows and multiplies even during a massive recession. Instantly flip the balance of power, putting you in control of your money and creating real wealth from a simple step-by-step program. Plus, multiply your money the smart way, whether you have $100, $1,000, or even $1 million. Cash in on the market crash that no one else can see coming and outsmart the big banks. Turn your biggest financial threat into the easiest money-making opportunity of your life. And let's not forget, you're doing it all with zero hard work, zero difficult strategies, zero complicated steps. It's easier than the gold rush, faster than a retirement fund, and more reliable than your bank account. Don't wait for the banks to run away with your money. The next big market crash is already collapsing around you, and it's about to get even worse than the Great Recession. The Recession Profit Secrets gives you everything you need to save yourself and your loved ones from financial ruin, and creates a money-making opportunity out of even the smallest bank account. It's worked for Michael, it's worked for me, and it's worked for my clients who pay up to $1,000 an hour for my one-on-one advice. And I'm 100% confident it will work for anyone who follows my step-by-step instructions. Here's what you're getting when you try the Recession Profit Secrets today. 5 powerful modules that get right to the point. No fluff, no nonsense. Module number 1. Get the real-life, behind-the-scenes look at exactly how the big banks are working to steal your money's value, including the $11 trillion scam that Wells Fargo was exposed for. This module alone will save you from thousands of dollars in lost value in your bank account, a $299 value. Module number 2, the juicy stuff, the economic bubble that's about to pop and destroy your savings, retirement funds, bank accounts, investments, and more, including the law that was created to ruin your bank account, a $378 value. Module number 3, the future of wealth-building opportunities that you've been missing out on. Make sure you use this module ASAP so you don't miss your last chance to get yours. $279 retail. Of course, module number 4 will be a lot of people's favorite because it reveals exactly how the K-Waves work and why every recession and depression is a secret money-making opportunity for you, worth over $256. Module number 5. The the ultimate investment opportunity. A once-in-a-lifetime secret to generating unreal amounts of wealth, and it takes just a few minutes to get set up. $250 plus value. That's a total of $1,462 in money-making resources. But I'm not done yet. You also get easy step-by-step strategies for creating and protecting wealth taken right from my $1,000 an hour consultations. It's like having a crystal ball. This is something anyone who desires to be rich is looking for. The secret to the K-waves that predict changes in the economy so you can be one step ahead of the banks. And here's the best part. To get this program into the hands of as many people as possible, I'm offering Recession Profit Secrets at an exclusive launch event discount. Now let me ask you, how much would you pay for a life of financial freedom? How much would you pay to save yourself from poverty during the exploding financial crash? Imagine if you could see money pour into your account like magic, just by following a few simple step-by-step instructions. Wouldn't that be worth at least $2,000? Well, don't worry, because I'm not going to ask you for $2,000, and I'm definitely not asking for the $1,000 per hour that my private clients usually pay for this kind of advice. You won't even pay close to that amount. Heck, not even $500. I'm doing everything I can to save as many people as possible from financial ruin, poverty, and homelessness, and missing out on tens of thousands or more in new wealth that's just sitting on the table. And this is exactly why I'm planning to offer Recession Profit Secrets for a fraction of the value, a humble $97. However, for a limited time, before I launch this life-saving financial package, I'm able to offer it directly to you for over 60% off, just $37. Yes, I'm serious. I'm giving everything away for just $37 today. That's nothing compared to the immense wealth that you're going to generate as soon as you start using the Recession Profit Secrets program. No hard work, no complicated math, just rapid wealth creation. This special offer is only available for a very limited time, so make sure you take action today. Once I launch this program to the public, I'm no longer going to be able to offer it at this special 60% discount. So, to get started right away, just click the button below and let me welcome you into the members area. This step-by-step system arms you with exactly what you've been looking for to get rich as you safely identify the crash warning signs and profit during this crisis and beyond. When you have the Recession Profit Secrets in your hands, you'll happily know exactly how to gain easy wealth, even if you've struggled with money all your life. You'll know how to bank insane profits from the upcoming financial apocalypse without any hard work or fear of losing your income. You'll be able to use the one secret strategy to safely bank big cash deposits so you can quickly experience true financial freedom without taking unnecessary risks, or borrowing money, or having extensive amounts of money in the bank. You'll love having access to the quickest, under-the-radar strategy to take serious advantage of this golden opportunity for creating your dream life, all without sacrificing your current lifestyle or precious time with your loved ones. Get the only proven secret that works to find golden opportunities other people who don't have this insider knowledge completely miss out on. Plus, you can easily leverage those early wealth indicators and put more golden eggs into your retirement fund or your luxury account. The Recession Profit Secrets contains all the secrets you need to know to become rich simply by taking advantage of the financial crisis. For those people in the know, it's the biggest wealth-generating opportunity in history. In fact, the Recession Profit Secrets has been seen on CNBC, Fox News, and other financial publications. And money managers are raving about how easy it is to protect and grow wealth fast. If you've wanted an easy way to stop the government from sucking away the value of your money and get 10 times richer or even become ultra wealthy, then this is for you. Now, if making money during a recession and protecting yourself from financial ruin isn't enough, I have a few more gifts for you today. When you try out the Recession Profit Secrets today, I'll also give you a couple of my really great bonuses, just as my way of saying thank you. And by saying thank you, I really mean giving you more ways to quickly multiply your wealth by 10.
Thanks for watching this tutorial. I hope this was helpful and works for you exactly if you want to learn more about this system. So watch the first link in the description of this video. And kindly don't forget to like this tutorial and share it on your social media accounts to help others too. Once again, thanks for watching and see you with another awesome helpful tutorial that will work more accurately and consistently.